So why'd you ask me the question before we aired? I saved it for the podcast. I thought you had an answer here. Now I just look stupid.
Well, you are.
I am. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Sure, I'll say that all day.
You're pretty dull, but it's okay.
It's time for the Garage Boozing Podcast.
What's up, nerds, and welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. I'm your host, the man with absolutely no plan, the Chase with the face for radio, Chase Shurga. And boy, do we have one hell of an episode for you today. I am once again joined by my good friend and a very big favorite of yours, Mike Weeden. This conversation I have with Mike Weeden is just like a lot of the other conversations I have with Mike Weeden, and by that I mean it goes all over the place, and I know you guys are going to love it. So without further ado, you know what time it is. It's time to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, crack open a cold one, and if you're really feeling fruity, take a shot. Why not? Because this week's episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast starts now.
And support for the Garage Boozing Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. They obsess over their technology developments to provide you with the best tools for your grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide, and I have an exclusive offer for my listeners. 20% off plus free shipping when you use the promo code TGBP20 at manscaped.com. That TGBP obviously stands for the Garage Boozing Podcast. But all right, boys, trim that junk of yours. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code TGBP20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com with promo code TGBP20. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. Today, I am joined by... I don't like that. We're going to redo that.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. Today, I am joined by one very special guest. To my left, your right if you're watching on YouTube, we have the return of Mike W., as my dad would say, but I say Mike Weeden. Mike, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me on. I like to be called Mike W, though. So
I know. I just think it's funny how my dad always says Mike W. He's like, I don't know if he wants his last name out there. You know, my dad's going to be very happy to see that when this episode airs that you were on the podcast.
Yeah, and I can't wait to do a podcast with the
That
Ray
would be a
Rod.
good combination, I think. That'd
would
be
love
awesome.
it.
He would like it too.
Yeah.
We got to get him to do that.
We do agree, but we also disagree, and I think we'd have a pretty good time.
You know, I haven't done an episode with like two people at once in a while. And I love when like my dad and Big Rick are on together because they argue.
Always.
I like when the guests argue. I like that. I need more people that argue. Because I usually get along with my guests. I got to fucking argue with people. But
Well, if you want to argue, we can argue.
yeah, but we agree on a lot of things.
Oh, we can find some things we don't agree on.
Like what?
There's plenty of stuff we don't
Name
agree
one
on.
thing we don't agree on.
The current state of wrestling.
Okay, I'm not even going to get into that.
Exactly. We're good.
Mike, you're a fool. You're a wrestling fan and you know it. Deep down, you are.
I'm a wrestling fan. You're right.
Right, and wrestling nowadays is great.
If I wanted to go get some tickets to the Cirque du Soleil, I would just go get Cirque du Soleil tickets.
Fuck off. Most of these people don't even listen to wrestling. I'm just going to make this short. You don't like AEW, New Wrestling League.
No. I don't like AEW. I don't like current WWE.
He doesn't like any wrestling right now. But AEW is like bringing back the 90s. They're bringing back the Attitude Era. Blood.
No.
Yeah, like
No.
crazy, yeah. They swear.
When's the
blood-
last time they showed the crash dummy fall onto a pile of bricks that had your
I'm done with this conversation. We're not talking wrestling. Actually, I will say, who's your favorite wrestler of all time? You asked me that before. I want to know that before we get started. We're wrestling talk very fast.
No, I didn't ask you your favorite. I said who is the best.
Oh, the best wrestler of all time.
Right.
Jimmy King.
Jimmy King's the bestler. No,
Better than all the wrestler.
that's right.
Shawn Michaels.
I know you do like Shawn Michaels, and I think Shawn Michaels is one of the best.
He's the best
In-ring
in-ring performer of all time.
I disagree with that, but that's fine. We can disagree.
He might not be the best technical wrestler of all time, but he is the best
No.
in-ring performer.
Except for the times that he continuously beat up and went on a tirade on people that he didn't like.
Yeah, back when he was coked out in the 90s. All right, every wrestler was
which
doing
is
that
when
then.
you watched.
I didn't watch Shawn Michaels until the 2000s. I was a baby in the 90s.
So you watched when he returned.
Yeah, I liked him when he
You didn't
returned.
watch when he was a little bitch.
I knew when he was a little bitch.
Well, no, he was. He complained about everything. There's a match
Because
with him.
he was a draw. He was a draw.
You got the first two letters right. DR. He was a drug addict.
Okay, and so was every wrestler back then.
He was extremely drugged out, which is
Every
why...
wrestler. Look at Hulk Hogan. When you think when he was
I don't want to look at Hulk Hogan. He's weird.
He was the fucking most famous wrestler of all time.
No.
Household name. Yes, he is. There's not a wrestler more famous than Hulk Hogan. John Cena is almost there, but he's not there.
I would disagree with that, too.
Who's the most famous wrestler of all time?
Ric Flair.
Idiot. Okay, you brought up something to argue about. Idiot. There's no way that... Ric Flair's not more popular than Hulk Hogan. There's no shot.
Flair, well, Hulk Hogan did what he could for the business, but the thing is, if you want to compare somebody who's done more for the business than anybody else, then you have to look at people like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm not talking about what they did for the business. I'm talking about a household name. People know who they are.
He's
Hulk
a
Hogan.
household name? Yeah. Hulk Hogan, yeah, because he's...
Hulk Hogan's a household name. Stone Cold's a household name. Ric Flair, probably a household name. Sure, The Rock.
John Cena is more current.
Correct. But Hulk Hogan, everybody knows Hulk Hogan. Everybody.
I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot more people than not. But if they understood who Hulk Hogan was, he's not really that good.
He wasn't great. His fucking finishing move is a leg drop. I get that. But I'm just saying he's the most famous wrestler of all time. No ifs, ands, or buts. But answer the question. Right. We're making wrestling talk fast.
Right.
Best wrestler of all time.
In-ring technical wrestling or all around?
That's up to you. I said in-ring performer. That's what I say because
so that's tough.
It's a performance.
Yeah,
Shawn Michaels all day.
Shawn Michaels, I can agree with you that Shawn Michaels is one of the best because he did what he did and he did a great job at it. I mean, you look at different people from different eras. I don't know too many people before the 90s.
Sure, me either. I hate watching wrestling before then because I hate when my dad is really good, really into like the 70s and 80s, and like I hate it because when they're coming out, they don't have entrance music. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Well, no, they do, but they can't air it. So back in the territory days,
they're probably playing like AC/DC or something, and it's like copyrighted.
Exactly,
okay, that makes sense.
In the territory days, they played actual music, exactly, because it wasn't. If it was on TV, there was no copyright nonsense. Now there's copyright, so yeah, it makes it look boring. But you know, I've talked to people before who are like, "Oh, I loved the '70s and '80s because it was wrestling. It was great. The storylines were great, and that's what I like about the '90s too. And that's what we're watching now, the Attitude Era." My wife and I, she's never seen it, and she's watching as people progress, and she loves Stone Cold, and then he kind of fizzled out a little bit because he's not as good. You know, she's got different pieces of people, but the thing is, she loves Mankind, Mick Foley, because he's done more for the business, and I love Mick Foley. But I mean, I can agree with you that Shawn Michaels was a phenomenal in-ring performer. But you know, to each their own. You know, I was a big rock fan. I was a huge Mick Foley fan growing up.
All right, so answer the damn question, Mike.
I'm not going to answer your question.
What do you mean? You're not going to tell me who you think is the best wrestler of all time?
Listen, we had this conversation back when you were talking about football. I can't give you a number one because.
So why'd you ask me the question before we aired? I saved it for the podcast because I thought you had an answer here. Now I just look stupid.
Well, you are.
I am. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Sure, I'll say that all day.
You're pretty dull, but it's okay.
My fucking allergies, dude. Draft Top. The Draft Top was designed to give you a better all-around drinking experience, and this is how. You take your cool little bar tool. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see me demonstrate it right here. If you're listening, you're just going to have to listen to me explain. But you take your cool little Draft Top, open it right up, stick it on top of your beer can, right like this. Give it a little friction, a little to the left, a little to the right, a little to the left, a little to the right. Boom, look at that, quick and easy. Your beer just became a cup. It makes for an all-around better drinking experience. You can smell the aromas of the alcohol. You can chug your beer a hell of a lot quicker. So forget about a red Solo cup, I'll fill you up. Your Draft Top just made your beer can into a cup. So forget about wasting plastic, doing dishes. You don't have to do any of that. Drink it right out of your can like it's a cup. Slug it faster, smell the aroma, have a better drinking experience, and get yours now. I want you to have one. You want you to have one. Draft Top wants you to have one. So go to www.drafttop.com, get your Draft Top now, and don't forget to use promo code GBPC15. That stands for Garage Boozing Podcast. 15% off, because that's right, the guys at Draft Top upped our promo code from 10% to 15%, so you can now get 15% off your Draft Top. Again, that is www.drafttop.com. Use promo code GBPC15 right now. Do it. You won't regret it. Thank me later. All right, back to the show. So we're going to a beer review in a second, but before that, Mike came bearing gifts.
I did. Yeah.
He came bearing gifts, and he wouldn't tell me what they were until we were live on the air here. So,
right,
Mike, what gifts did you bring?
I brought you a pony.
Really? A pony? A pony's a baby horse, right?
Oh, it's just a pony.
Is there a difference?
A baby?
Did you know that a sheep and a lamb are the same animal? A lamb is a baby sheep. I just found this out, and I thought they were completely separate. You didn't know that either.
You
didn't know it. Everyone I'm telling that to doesn't know it either. You Google what's the difference between a sheep and a lamb. A lamb is a baby sheep.
Okay.
I thought they were two separate things.
Okay.
Wild.
When
they say you learn something new every day. You're welcome, folks.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go with it. Not that I wanted to learn anything, but
did I just teach you something you didn't know?
A lamb is a baby sheep.
So I taught you that. You didn't know that.
I am the Lamb of God.
But you didn't know that.
I'm the baby sheep of God.
But you didn't know that.
I do now.
I love it.
All right. So we'll go with gift number 1.
Gift number 1.
Right. I've got 2 gifts.
2 gifts.
This one comes in a little white box.
A little white box.
Yep. Would you marry me?
Yes, I'm a minister. I can marry us right now.
I can do it too.
You're a minister?
I'm
ordained.
I am an ordained minister from the Universal Life Church.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I haven't seen
My
you.
card's right there.
I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you at the local congregation.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. I just signed.
I haven't been there either.
I just got it for free online. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, it was free.
Okay, so it's not like a glitter bomb, right? It's not gonna.
It's 10 times the glitter bomb. I don't do that stuff.
Ooh, shot glasses.
Yes, they're metal, folks, because when Chase tends to drink a little bit, he throws them on the ground, and if they're not metal, they tend to shatter. So these won't break.
That is true. I've broken many shot glasses in the garage while drunk. I will say that immediately, but metal shot glass. So they're not gonna. If I get pissed and I throw it at the garage, there's no way this is gonna shatter.
I don't know.
Well, I don't think so. Right?
It comes with a.
It's not fake metal, right?
It's from China. So
I think this means we have to take a shot.
Why not?
I love that. So you're gonna take a shot?
I'll take a shot with it.
Yes.
Yeah. But while you're doing that, I'll get gift number 2 ready.
Wait, let's take the shot first because it's only gonna take me a second.
You get 1 second.
One Mississippi.
Gift number 2 is because you break other things.
Oh God, this scares me. Let's take the shot first, then gift number 2. There's your shot.
Thank you.
Oh, where's the? Oh, right here. Drinking some fine Pink Whitney today.
Pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade, Pink Whitney. All right.
This is our vodka tasting of the day.
I did a wine tasting the other day. It was really fun.
Yeah, wine tasting is actually fun.
Yeah, but it's really boring because they only give you this much in the glass, and I'm like,
well, it depends
nothing
on where you
pisses
go.
me off when I ask for a glass of wine and it's not filled to the top. I said a glass of wine. I didn't say half a glass of wine. I didn't say a fourth of a glass of wine. I didn't say a tenth of a glass of wine. I said a glass of wine.
You're not
fill the fucking glass.
You're not enough of a prissy bitch.
I know. I gotta.
You need to understand that a glass of wine is like a third of a glass of wine.
Whatever. Cheers.
Ching.
Ching. Ka-ching. Here comes the money. I'm a Sally. I didn't finish it. There we go. Thank you for that.
You're
I like
welcome.
them. I like having shot glasses that don't break because I'm running out of them because I break them all.
Well, there's one right here.
I'm surprised it's not broken.
I was waiting for it.
Should I break it right now? No, I'm kidding.
No, but
Gift number 2. What a giving friend.
So the reason I got this one is because the last time we were on the podcast together, I don't know if the viewers want to kind of rekindle lost love here. It was me, Chase, and Logan, or, for the proper terminology, Logan, Chase, and I.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
I always say me first. It's the same thing.
It's always me first.
I hate when I say me and this person, someone's like, oh, Mike and I. I'm like, no, me and Mike. Same fucking
right,
thing.
because it's always me first.
Exactly.
And it should be you first.
You should always put yourself first.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So the last time we were on the podcast, after the aftermath, do you remember the aftermath? Probably not.
Did you put me to bed that night?
I did put you in bed.
Nice.
Yeah. I read him a beautiful story.
We cuddled for a little
bit. I'd say 6 to 7 minutes. Yeah. But so something happened where Chase hit me in the head with something.
Oh, and you slammed me on the ground.
No. And then I took it from him and I shattered it over his back. And if you notice, it's no longer here anymore.
Yeah, baby, I knew exactly what it was when you said that. Wow, what a good guy.
Yep.
You said you were going to buy me one, too. I was like, don't do that. You don't have to do that.
No, I felt responsible for it. It did break under my brute force.
To answer the question here, guys, it's a beer bong. He got me another funnel. That makes me so happy.
Not like he needs to use it, but it did go on the wall.
This is bougie as fuck. It's got a stop and go handle.
Yep.
So I turn this and it just it'll stop it from
It's
going out.
all ready to go, and then you just pop it open. There you go.
Dude, I love you. What a fucking good friend. He breaks a beer funnel over my back, and he's like, you know what? I feel bad now. I gotta give him another one, a better one. Well, that's fucking sick. This is way better. This is cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's got to replace where my championship belt is.
Your championship belt. I love that. Wow, Mike, you're a good fucking person.
Listen, I don't want to take credit for any of this stuff. Ray Rod likes me for a reason.
He does.
No, I'm kidding. I don't want to take any of that credit.
Oh, Ray Rod loves you, and I think he's going to be very disappointed in the fact he just got me shot glasses and a beer bong, but...
Yeah, but I had to replace the things that were broken once upon a time.
You're right. And he's like, he always gets on to me, oh, you're drinking too much. I'm like, Dad, I'm in the garage. It's for the podcast. Like, relax.
Yeah. Plus, you're in the hands of Mike W.
That's true, Dad. And as drunk as I get tonight, I'm with Mike W, and I'm safe.
I'm going to work later, but I'll put him to bed.
Yeah, you're nuts. I can't believe you're doing that.
Yep. Been up since 2:30. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, and it's 11 p.m. right now. Yep. Just saying. But, should we do beer review next?
I've got 2.
Yeah, we're doing 2 beer reviews right now.
Yeah. So, normally I would do a Words with Chase, but instead of a Words with Chase, we're going to do 2 beer reviews.
Okay, I'm in.
One of them I've had, one of them I've not.
All right, so should we start with the one you've had? I feel like that makes more sense.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the one that I've had, and I'm a fan of sour beers.
Oh God.
A lot of people don't like sour beers. You either love them or hate them. I love them. So this is a Slush Punch Imperial Stout Ale, and it is made by Lone Pine. It's out of Portland, Maine. So I will go ahead and open this up. Do you want to put it in a glass, or do you want
to... Draft top it? Oh, yeah, let's go.
Ooh, you're not going to like this one.
Oh, no. All right, so the cheap motherfucker that Mike is, he only brought 1 fucking beer, so we're splitting it right now.
I brought 2 beers,
well, yeah,
2 different beers, so that we could try them both.
Right, so he didn't...
Because I know you don't like this one.
He didn't bring 1 for me and 1 for him, he just brought 1, so we got to split it, and now it's going as PBR. But the thing is, that's okay, because you've had this beer and you already like this beer, so...
Yes.
You probably already have your skill.
Well, no, I like sour beers, so...
All right, anyway, so...
It's definitely something you have to really enjoy.
Ooh, Slush Punch. Imperial Sour Ale. 7.5% alcohol. Not that has anything to do with the score,
does.
But that has brownie points for me.
Yep. Now, give it a sniff first. Smell that.
I can tell I'm not going to like this.
Yep. I knew it.
It smells very sour.
We will drink it at the same time.
Listen, with a nose like this, I can smell. Beer review number 1. Actually, that wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
It smells worse than it tastes.
Right.
Is that a thing? It's like a fart.
So sours are usually...
Did you hear what I said?
So you like the smell of the farts, but the taste of the farts not so much.
No, I like the taste of the fart, not the smell. I said it smells worse than it tastes, but I was kidding.
Well, no, you aren't, because everybody likes their own brand.
That is funny you say that, because you're lying if you don't say, like, your own fart never smells bad to you.
No.
But, like, anyone else's fart's like, whoa.
Right.
It's not like you like your own fart. It's not like I fart and I'm like, yeah, let me smell it. But, like, you fart and you're like, okay, I farted.
You know who Fat Bastard is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. He said that. Everyone loves their own brand.
I wouldn't say love. I don't love the smell of my own fart. But, like, it doesn't bother me. I'll say that.
Well, you don't own a Prius then.
Of course I don't own a Prius.
Right. If you don't own a Prius, you love the smell of your own farts.
Okay.
South Park.
Oh, I was like, oh, what the fuck did I miss?
South Park.
I love South Park.
Right. So anyways, this is a very good... So this is a good sour. So certain sours are super sour. Like they really have a good bitterness to them. Omegang used to make a really good pale sour. They don't make it anymore, or you can't get it. This one is DeCrescenti Special. Kelly got this one because she liked the look of it and she liked the fact that it was new. Imperial
Sour Ale with cherry, orange, pineapple, lemon, and lactose.
It's not lactose. You're not lactose intolerant, are you?
I mean, I haven't been diagnosed, but when I have milk, usually I'm on the toilet for a little bit. So,
well, I guess we're gonna have a little episode before I bring you to bed. You know what Dane Cook says?
What?
When you die, nothing happens.
I hope that's not true.
Well, instead of God bless you.
Oh, so instead of God bless you, he says when you die, nothing happens.
Yes.
That's morbid. Oops.
I don't think the microphone needed a sip.
Here you go, Mike. It definitely tastes better than it smells, but it's not my favorite, but it's not the least favorite I've ever had.
No. I mean,
would I go out of my way to buy it? No, but will I drink it right now because I've been drinking? Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm
a big fan. I will drink this continuously. She bought like 16 of them. And
16 of them, you brought one.
There's only 2 left. And I couldn't take both of them because she'd probably slit my throat. I can't do that.
Does she wear the pants?
I wear shorts all year long.
You always wear shorts. It'll be fucking December, guys, and this man is wearing fucking shorts. It's unreal. You never wear pants. And I'm the complete opposite. I never wear shorts. Do you know why I never wear shorts? Have I ever told you why I don't wear shorts?
Because you don't like the hair on your legs?
That's
or
actually
the non-existent hair on
That's
your legs?
actually kind of the answer. So I used to wear shorts all the time, but when I first moved into this house with Matt, we were having a fire in the backyard, and I was pouring gasoline into the fire, but instead of like taking the gasoline can and pouring it into the fire, which would be stupid, my dumb ass, my drunk ass, decided to pour the gasoline into a styrofoam cup and then pour that into the fire. Well, I didn't know, because I'm not Bill Nye the Science Guy, that gasoline actually burnt a hole through styrofoam. Just so you know. Gasoline, if you put it in a styrofoam cup, will burn it through a hole. Didn't know that was a thing. So I'm pouring the gasoline on the fire, and then I see like it dripping onto the back. I'm like, what the fuck? And before I can even register, literally fire goes up into the cup, bam, right in front of me. I'm like, whoa, holy shit. So then I look down. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? I look down. My whole left leg is on fire. I'm like, whoa, holy shit. And all my drunk-ass friends that are here at the fire just laughing at me. Ha, 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 ha. And I'm burning alive. So like I run across the backyard. I stop, I drop, I roll, get the fire off, everything, it's done. And then my leg is just really warm. I'm like, oh my God, my leg just hurts so bad. Sit down at the chair by the fire. I'm like, oh my God, my leg hurts so bad. Roll my pants up. And then all the dead leg hair.
You said pants.
Yes, I was wearing pants at the time.
Why aren't you wearing shorts?
I don't know. I wasn't wearing shorts at the time, but I used to wear shorts all the time. Like I would wear shorts. It was like late at night where we're having
a
fire.
So what you're telling me is you should have been wearing shorts.
No,
because then your pants wouldn't have lit on fire.
Then my leg would have been on fire,
no,
dick suck.
No, your hair would have burnt up and that's it.
Okay, well, whatever, Bill Nye. So listen.
It's common sense.
Okay, I wore pants because it was cold. It was like 60 degrees. It was a summer night. Like
you were having a fire.
But
and you were holding gasoline.
Cocksuck, listen.
You might be the dumbest person alive.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so I roll up my pant leg and I'm like, wow, my leg hurts really bad. And then I see all my dead leg hairs fall out. And I still, to this day, have more leg hair on my right leg than my left. It has not grown all the way back. So I have not worn shorts in 3-4 years.
Okay.
Wild.
I have more hair on my left leg than you can have all over your body, probably.
You probably have more hair on your chest than I have on my whole body, other than my head.
That's true.
But all right.
I might have more hair on my
your balls?
My chin.
Oh, you probably have more hair on your chin. If we're taking my hair out of this, because I have long hair, obviously.
Yeah, right.
I think there's more hair on your chin, on your beard, than my entire body. And that's thanks to Manscaped.
Now the 4.0. By the way, the 3.0, fantastic. 4.0, it's got to be better.
You don't even get cut.
No,
I haven't had an accident yet. I've never had a razor where I could like cut my ball sack. Well, trim my ball sack and like not get a cut. Usually, I would leave it alone because like I'd get a cut and it's very sensitive.
Yeah, it's old manish.
It is, right?
It's a bit wrinkly.
So all right.
So, okay.
I always let the guest go first.
Right.
I know you've had it before. It looks like a PBR that he's drinking in his hand. It's not.
It's not.
It's the slush punch that I poured into his empty PBR can because he's had it before, but we're going to let him rate it anyway.
So, I'm going to go 8.125. And the reason I say that is because...
exquisite.
It is. Well, no, because I love sours. So, I mean... I'm a big fan of PBR. PBR is a very top beer for me. That's something that I will drink continuously.
You know what's funny? Sorry to cut him off, Dad, because you're going to bitch at me.
It's okay, Ray Rod.
PBR is the first beer I ever had.
Really?
Swear to God. Because before I was 21, I had a Four Loko one time on prom night. Got hammered. Went camping with my friends one time. Had a Four Loko. Before I turned 21, it was Four Loko. That's it. Twice.
Yeah. Four Locos don't count.
No, I got drunk twice before I was 21. I was always the guy bringing my friends around, stuff like that. I'm never a big drinker. So after I turned 21, I was at like a company Christmas, because on my 21st birthday, I was just fed shots by my whole family. They were just feeding me shots. I didn't even get to have beer.
Nah,
I was a Twisted Tea guy. Didn't like beer. First beer I ever actually had, PBR.
Yeah.
Pretty good. It's no Natty Light.
Well, no, it's not. It's because it's the first ever Blue Ribbon winner. I mean, you can't compare that to whatever you just called a Natty Light. The PBR is the Pabst Blue Ribbon. I mean,
you're right.
It's a solid.
It's not the Natty Light Blue Ribbon, so you're right.
No, I mean, if you're on a 10.0 scale, it's a 10.1. I mean,
Natty Light?
No.
You think the PBR is a 10.1?
No. Like I said, no, I don't think it's a 10.1. I think PBR is a phenomenal beer. For me, it's the redneck beer. It's the beer that people drink because they don't have enough money. Whatever it is.
Forget about it. Fucking put your point on the fucking Slush Punch.
The Slush Punch, like I said, 8.125.
Oh, you didn't say that. You just say 8.125.
Yeah. But I say that because I like the smell. I like the smell because I know what the smell is going to be. I know that the sour is going to be a good smell.
I hate the smell. I like the taste.
The taste is very good. It is very punchy. Slush Punch.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very punchy. It does have a very fruit punch flavor, and it doesn't seem like it's too overly sour. And I do enjoy it.
I like that it's 7.5%. That's cool. Am I going to go 8.125?
No, you're not.
No, that's way too high. But I don't hate it.
Right.
Wow. Maybe this is the alcohol talking. I'm not sure, but hold on. Just
It's
one,
not.
One
it
sip,
is the
one
alcohol
sip, one
talking.
sip.
It's the 7.5% or whatever you said it was.
Yeah, 7.5%. So I'm going to go 6.4.
Wow.
Which, that's not bad. That's not terrible.
No, that's not bad. That's a lot lower than I thought you... Well, no, based on the smell, I thought you'd
When I smelled it, I thought it was going to be like a 2.9.
Right. And I thought you'd be thoroughly unimpressed, but
I'm not unimpressed.
I will take that because, you and I have different beer
And then the
taste buds.
6 isn't terrible. Like,
No.
I would drink it again.
Right.
I just wouldn't go out of my way to drink it.
Right.
All right, folks, let me tell you all about the Pump Action Shotgun Tool. Whoa, there's a tool for shotgunning? Hell yeah, there is. So listen to this. The Pump Action Shotgun Tool, created by the Drunk Engineers. Love that name, by the way. It makes shotgunning a hell of a lot easier, and let me tell you how. So you're going to take your beer, and you're going to stick it right in the shotgun tool, like this. Hold it like that so the air pockets are up here, and then you're going to give it a little squeeze. You're going to hear pop, bam, pop. But look at that. No mess. So right now the air pocket's right up here, and you're going to want to make sure you take this, push that down, and then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the tool. Hold the beer can in place to the mouthpiece. Then you're going to put your mouth on the mouthpiece and shotgun. And boom, no mess. You can shotgun at the dinner table, family events, wherever you want with absolutely no mess. So forget shotgunning, slamming a knife right through. Yeah, not a thing anymore. Thanks to the Pump Action Shotgun Tool by Drunk Engineers. And you can get yours right now. So just log on to www.drunkengineers.ca. Don't forget to use promo code GARAGEBOOZING for 15% off site-wide. That's right, promo code GARAGEBOOZING for 15% off site-wide. Go get yours now. Thank me later. Back to the show. All right, so now we got the first time ever 2 beer reviews in one night. So what do we got for beer number 2? This is the one you've never had before.
So
the one before you've had before. So it was kind of a biased beer review on your part.
Well, no, biased or not, it was something that Kelly picked up. I enjoyed it. I wanted to bring it to you. And you say what all you want. My first marriage was a big old... The second one, not so much. No, Kelly and I get along very much. It's very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
How much?
It's very nice.
All right, so
this one is Firestone Mind Haze IPA. It is a 6.2%.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's an IPA. This was actually recommended to me by a couple Hannaford employees when I was in Greenwich this afternoon, and I was asking about beer. Not that I should have to ask about beer, but I wanted something I hadn't tried in a little while, and I've never tried this one at all. So
okay,
this one's Firestone, not the tire, but the beer. Right.
Now,
Nothing.
Do I have to grab a glass because you only have one? You need a glass.
I'm going to drink it out of my PBR and
Again?
you can drink it out of this. Listen, this thing's got nothing to it.
Okay, we'll use your... Well, you know why?
Or if you
know
really
why it
want
has
me to.
nothing to it? Because you used a draft top, and you made your beer can into a cup.
That's right. Red Solo cup. I fill you up. We don't
Forget
need that anymore.
about a
No,
Red
we're
Solo
done.
cup.
We're
I'll
done.
fill you up.
So this is a Firestone Mind Haze IPA. Nothing drives
You almost
like
said
a
APA.
APA. Yeah, the Acolyte Protection. I'm a big fan of Farouk and Bradshaw.
Oh my god, me too.
Attitude Era.
That's the best.
This
Oh,
draft top
you're a
does
pro.
great.
Oh my god, the draft top's awesome.
Draft top 2.0.
2.0.
Yep.
Better than the 1.0.
Ooh, let me.
Does it smell good?
Ooh.
Yeah, pour like half of that in there. There you go. Because the guy's too cheap to bring 2 cans, so we got to fucking.
I did bring
split
2
this one.
cans.
2 can Sam.
Okay, so this. I don't know if you're gonna like
One more
this.
time.
It's very
so
hoppy.
Firestone Mind Haze, not Purple Haze, Mind Haze, IPA 6.2%, a California beer company. Firestone Walker doesn't say much. Most of them have like a little description underneath. This guy's just Mind Haze IPA. That's it. That's all you know. You go first.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna take another sip.
He's not drinking a PBR. He's just too cheap to bring 2 beers. So
Yep.
we opened one and poured it into
Right,
his empty PBR.
I'm too cheap to bring 2 beers, but I brought you 2 gifts.
I know, you're right. Actually, I take that back. You're such a good friend. I'm just an asshole. He's so right.
Yep, facts.
Wow, now I feel like a piece of shit.
So I'm a fan. I do enjoy it. It's definitely got that good flavor to it. It's got a good hoppiness to it. It's not too overwhelming. I could probably drink a few. I wouldn't go crazy with it, but I'm gonna go 6.5. Well, 6.54.
This fucking guy.
Well, you're the one who wants all the decimals.
I just like 1 decimal, but okay,
Well,
that's fine.
I did 8.125. Now I'm going to do
6.54. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay.
I hope I did.
I'm going to go higher than you.
Really?
Yeah, I like this.
You do?
Yeah, that's why I said I don't want to say too much. I wanted to see
Yeah,
what you said
okay.
first. I like this a lot, actually. This is not bad at all.
Wow.
And I'm not a big IPA guy.
Right. It seems very mild. It's a mild IPA. It's not super. Doesn't have a lot of hops to it, but it does have a good flavor.
And here's the can for it if you guys want to see it. It's got a nice can to it.
It's available at Hannaford. I think it's like $250, $279, something like that for that tall boy style.
Not terrible.
No, and there is a variety pack as well. It has 4 different
Like flavors?
4 different flavors to it. I was gonna get the variety pack, but I wanted to try this one first. I might actually get the variety pack now.
I'm going to go. You know, if that's something I saw at the store, like, would I travel for it? No.
It's in the tall boy section. It's right.
I'm
next
just saying.
to-
So, like, the comparison I always say, like, if Natty Light was an hour away, I would drive an hour away for that. I wouldn't drive an hour away for this. Would I drive 15 minutes? Maybe. This isn't bad at all. I actually really, really enjoy this. I'm actually surprised I'm even saying this because I'm like, this is high on the scale for me.
Is this higher than the sour?
Oh, yeah.
For you, yes.
Yep.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Higher than the last one we just had. The last one was good, but this is very good. Yeah. I'm not going to say great, but I'm going to go 8.3.
Wow.
8.3. That's a high score.
Wow. That is a high score.
Very high
yeah.
score, but I'm telling you, this thing is fucking good.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
Okay. Well, that's something that
Because the other one was a little too sour, I think. That was the problem.
No, it is, and you have to really enjoy sours in order to really enjoy it. But that's a good IPA. And Ray Rod often asks me what the with the beer review where I get it, what I really think of it. So I think you think Ray would like that.
That's a tough question. I don't know. But then again, he
Well,
brought me the beer that has the highest score on the beer reviews ever. So maybe he would.
What is it he brought you?
Utica Club.
Utica Club.
Have you had a Utica Club?
You do realize that Utica Club is one of the lowest rated beers, right? It's like the cheapest.
You understand that I'm a Natty Light fan,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Right. So Utica Club is right up my alley.
Right. So PBR should be up your alley.
But regardless, I'm very thankful for you. But with all that being said, I think it's time to sign off.
It's time to say goodbye.
It definitely is time to say goodbye.
MOUSC, Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse the Clubhouse?
MICK.
I don't know what you're singing.
MOUSC, Mickey Mouse.
You're too old for me. I don't know what you're talking
What?
about.
Do you know the Lamb Chop song? This is the song that never ends.
Nope.
It just goes on and on, my friend. We just
It definitely
started
ended.
singing it. And
The song has ended.
No, it doesn't.
It's still going on right now?
Yes. Hold on. Ready? I just started singing it. And I don't want to...
Wait, that was a song?
No. It's just a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. We just started singing it. I know I want it end. It goes on and on, my friend. This is a song that never ends.
Who sings that? What the fuck?
It's Lamb Chops. I don't know if it's accurate because I'm inebriated.
That's what the garage does to you people. Jesus Christ.
At least I didn't show up drunk.
Good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan Winters, you owe me $100, you bitch.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'll give you $100.
doll hairs?
I'll give you 100 doll hairs.
That's doll hairs. That's worth money on the black market nowadays.
Right, Dogecoin.
Dogecoin sank a little bit. It's coming back up. We're going back to the moon, baby.
Listen. As long as you stick with it.
Hold.
It
That's
will,
it.
yeah.
Just
I
hold.
didn't sell. I didn't buy. I just did what I did.
I did buy the dip. When it dipped down to 29 cents the other day, I put another $500 in. And now we're back up to 40 cents. So
Yeah, you're good then.
we'll see what happens. Yeah. All right. So before we... Actually, I'm not going to say before we say goodbye. Because we're going to say goodbye right now. You have anything else to say before we say goodbye?
Chase, I love you.
I love you too, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Mike, wait, how many times have you been on the podcast?
This is number 4.
Number 4.
This is the 3rd time I've been on this seat, and I've been on that seat
you
once.
counted that before.
I
So you were
have to.
tied with Matt Bashar for the most appearances, I think.
You know what we should do?
What?
Me and Matt Bachara.
That would be fantastic. I think he would like that too.
Yeah, I like Matt.
Matt's cool.
He's a little loud.
He's a little loud.
Yeah.
A little obnoxious.
We can lay at the smack it down on his candy ass, though.
And he's not really my friend right now, but when we are friends later...
Yeah, well, fuck that toilet.
Yeah, fuck the toilet. He still hasn't... that's a story for another day. But yeah, with that being said, we'll see you nerds next week.
Bye, nerds.
See you later.
Nerds!
You read my mind.
Woo! What an episode. What a fantastic episode with one of my favorite guests and one of your favorite guests, Mike Weeden. Mike, I can't thank you enough for joining me once again. Mike is the man. Literally, anytime I'm like, yo, Mike, you want to be on the podcast tonight? Yo, Mike, you want to be on the podcast tomorrow? This guy would literally always make sure that he can come through and be on the podcast because he has a ball with it every time. And I always have a ball with Mike being here. So again, Mike, thank you so much. You're the man. And I cannot wait to have you back soon. But folks, please don't forget the absolute #1 way to support the brand. Buy some merch. We've got hats, we've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we got sweatshirts. You name it, we got it. And it's all available to you at www.garageboozing.net. And nerds, don't forget to follow the brand on all of your favorite social media accounts at GarageBoozing as well as YouTube if you'd rather watch than listen. And of course, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, whatever the button is, on all of your favorite podcast platforms so you can be notified as soon as a new episode is released. We are on Spotify, we're on Amazon Music, we're on iHeartRadio, we're on Pandora, we are everywhere. All podcast platforms, you name it, we're there. Go subscribe. Thank you. Well, that's all the time we have for today. And guys, thank you so much for your support. This whole thing would not be possible without all of you. So I thank you guys every week. I'm going to continue to do so because without you, there's no brand, there's no podcast. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. And with all that being said, I'll see you nerds next week.
Ladies, gentlemen, and nerds. Do you have what it takes to be a guest on the fastest growing, alcohol chugging, and nonsense talking podcast? Well, now is your chance. The Garage Boozing Podcast has new guests every week, and you could be one of them. Just simply log on to www.garageboozing.net. Click the Be on the Show tab and submit your information. It's that simple. Join the boozement or be a loser. Don't miss your chance because we're taking this to the moon.